Mini episode 1290 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Welcome to FDH Lounge Mini Episode 1290, the weekly FDH football preview show. I'm FDH Managing Partner Rick Morris here with our fantasy and non-fantasy preview for Week 6 of the 2020 NFL season, our 17th year of coverage. Last week we were 8-6, 1-2 on the Big Three, and 0-1 on the lock, bringing the record to 46, 28-3, 10-5, and 2-3 on the season. Here's our picks this week with Vegas, the Rams, New Orleans, and Seattle on the bye, and no Thursday game for once. Carolina -1 over Chicago, Jacksonville +3 over Detroit, Atlanta +4 over Minnesota, Washington +3 over the New York Giants, Pittsburgh -3.5 over Cleveland, Baltimore -10 over Philadelphia, Cincinnati +7.5 over Indianapolis, Denver +9 over New England, Miami -9.5 over the New York Jets, Tampa Bay +1 over Green Bay, and San Francisco +3.5 over the LA Rams. For our Big Three, it's Tennessee -3.5 over Houston, Kansas City -5 over Buffalo, and for our 1,000-star gold-plated lock of the millennium for NFL Week 6, it's Arizona -1 over Dallas. Now for our fantasy football segment. Remember, we strongly discourage fantasy overmanaging. You don't pull your top guys unless they're hurt or on a bye period. Don't let the matchups or everything geeks tell you anything different. Here's our list of guys that you go with as long as you're confident that they'll be playing. QB, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Russell Wilson. Running back, Nick Chubb, Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott, Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, and Joe Mixon. Wide receiver, Devontae Adams, Odell Beckham Jr., A.J. Brown, Mike Evans, Kenny Golladay, Chris Godwin, Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones, Cooper Kupp, DJ Moore, Calvin Ridley, and Michael Thomas. Tight end, Travis Kelce and George Kittle. Remember, our Thursday night game pick and fantasy recommendations are up every week on our Twitter page at the FDH Lounge. Now here's our non-gimme picks for the week. We like 12 QBs. Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Cam Newton, Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger, Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford, Ryan Tannehill, and Deshaun Watson. We like 19 running backs. James Conner, Mike Davis, Kenyon Drake, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Devontae Freeman, Myles Gaskin, Todd Gurley, Darrell Henderson, Kareem Hunt, Mark Ingram, David Johnson, Ronald Jones III, Alexander Mattison, David Montgomery, Raheem Mostert, James Robinson, Miles Sanders, Devin Singletary, and Jonathan Taylor. We like 16 wide receivers. Robbie Anderson, Tyler Boyd, Marquise Brown, Chase Claypool, Brandon Cooks, Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs, Michael Gallup, T. Higgins, Christian Kirk, CeeDee Lamb, Terry McLaurin, Devontae Parker, Allen Robinson, Adam Thielen, and Robert Woods. And we like 4 tight ends, Mark Andrews, Zach Ertz, TJ Hawkinson, and Austin Hooper. Thank you for joining us for this week's FDH Football Preview Show.